Out of respect for the work of the initiates, an original text, from part of the French Library of Chartres, was included, incorporating it into the content of the intentional formation of the sacred. This note, signed by Madame P., is one of the few found among the various libraries of the author, scattered around the world. This note, in particular, was discovered in the Johannesburg Library, which, together with the libraries of Tunisia and the Ivory Coast, forms the African Library. Mrs. P. and Mr. N. had access to the contents of the libraries, known as Portuguese, French, African, and Asian, which includes the Chinese library, mentioned by Richard Wilhelm. This text, written in Greek, with passages in Aramaic, was the only one found with a title. The Boy Who Created God could be classified as a fictional essay. However, since none of the author's texts were devoid of intention, it was not difficult for Madame P. to decide its fate. The year 1952 is described as a milestone in the connection of the libraries. In all of them were found manuscripts in various known languages and in some still unknown ones. Some words blend within the texts in an intelligently natural way, allowing the text as a whole to be perfectly understood, even without full comprehension of certain terms. There are texts, for instance, in which words are mixed in Greek, German, and Aramaic. The composition of content, using words from different languages, is quite common in this author's manuscripts. This text, however, displayed the handwriting of Madame P. herself, which allows the authorship to be attributed to her. This attribution led some scholars, who had access to the library contents, to question its inclusion in the original work of the Chartres Library, and the means by which it was done. Curiously, even a superficial study already indicated its total coherence with that work. The dating of the manuscripts, although showing the antiquity of much of the material found, has never been addressed by specialists. The evolution and adaptation of the texts are undeniable, even with the certainty of single authorship. For this reason, the inclusion of the treatise found in the Johannesburg Library, attributed to Madame P., within the Chartres text, is questioned. There were even questions about whether authorship should be attributed to a single person, or to several, due to the longevity of the texts, and the profound knowledge of modern and ancient cultures, texts, and languages, demonstrated by the members responsible for managing the libraries. This doubt, however, is dispelled by the study of the texts, which clarifies and resolves these questions. Although some doubts arose, it is worth clarifying that the author's final text states exactly the following, whose meaning is clear and certain, requiring no further interpretation.
And thus, a boy in a forgotten village of Gallo invented the legend that would change the course of humanity forever.